towards the bottom of the map or anti-clockwise to the top of the map. You cannot make the cross across the fields, especially knowing that all these teams will have already taken position around Pachinki. So Victory 5 will be making a dead crash into Orange. Orange instead just making the dead push across the field. This is so dangerous, John.
My goodness me. Will SWAT69 spot them? Will Victory 5 either? Detonator, they've got one down in the zone, but INS are playing on the edge and they're actually rotating through, taking a lot of damage. It's Cartoons. He's trying to get away with it. I think he might have just snuck past the watchful gaze of Detonator. As they are there, Niminari going down, as well as they've had two down now out in the blue. They tried to go for the res on Niminari in phase 4. You cannot do it, I'm afraid. It's not possible.
There's too much damage coming through, and like I said, I think Detonators basically sealed their fate very early on. There's IND taking shots against BTR. They do lose one player, falls to the floor. Quite out as of yet. Really strong position from IND right now. BTR, luckily, they have the advantage of having a big hill in between the both of them, so they have time to go for those reses.
I'll tell you who's really happy about this shift is Mega. They hold Church early on, and they have such great overwatch on pretty much everybody around them. They're holding on the north side of the road, though, so if it does move south, they're going to struggle maybe to move across there. Everyone vying for these hilltops at the moment. Mega, you can see they are pressuring against Red Canids, who at the moment are holding both Ghost Killer and INS on the outer skirts of the circle.
Yeah, you got to admit, there's an aggressive rotation from Mega. They start playing slow, and then towards the latter circles just go, they Hail Mary it, straight towards the compound that they want. Now, I say this is a Hail Mary because, remember, there was a lot of teams around this area early on. They saw the circle coming through. Mega was playing towards the coastal side on the southern side of the map. They don't have time to scout Church out. They don't have time. You're going through so many teams. Yep. It's a hugely bold play to say, you know what, this is our territory. We're taking it now.
We'll see what they're able to get done from that. Currently, Pachinki Field's relatively unoccupied. No one has been forced to make that push, but the Red Canids are really struggling here on their hillside. INS want to go for the push to see what they can get done. They're down to, I believe, one player left for Red Canids. On the south side, Victory 5 have made this rotation against Biggytron that you can see on your screens. Holding it down. Currently, Victory 5 need to push in. They need to push past Biggytron and see what they can get done. They're playing with 3 against the 4. Zuxi and Luxy in the middle take a little bit of damage each against the nades, but it's 1 down for the Victory 5 on the push. Still 4 up for Biggytron. They go around the edge as Hung looks for the off angle. They're guarding it. They're playing it smart. Nanyi wants to try and stay in this one. Cruzy's there. But Boy goes for the peek, and he will get the knock. Hung, no way he gets back from that. A nice nade, and Wuxian's now on the ropes. Biggytron holding it down perfectly.
They're playing disadvantage as well, down the hill. It's ridiculous Victory 5 is not able to make this happen. Wuxian by himself, drops the first aid kit now, but he's versus 4. There's absolutely no way he makes this in, and BTR are just going to leave him to his own devices.
This is smart from BTR and from Victory 5 as well. Both of them playing it by the book. No one really trying to play spoiler. The shift, pretty heavy there. South and a little bit west.
I mean, that's an evil play as well. They move to the top. They take away Wuxian's car, drive to the bottom of the hill, so there's no way you can even just jump in that. They've just secured this kill now, and they're going to be having a lot of a massively good time as this next circle comes in towards the southern side. Now they can walk in knowing that playing well. There's no team behind them.
Frustrating.
Yeah, he's done. He's literally done so.
I don't know if they spotted him, so he's healing there, and he's going to have to drive. Has to go for the full send. He does not have a lot of time. Rotates out around. Victory 5 trying to stay in it. I think Biggytron might have spotted this one, but he doesn't have a lot of time left on the clock. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to make it, but we'll have to wait and see. Ghost Killer on the north side, the final player for Red Canids, able to do a little bit of work. Victory 5 did get eliminated in the meantime on the south side. 2 players down for Ghost Killer as Orange skirt around the edge. Chowski, the remaining Red Canids player, holding them off. Yeah, and seeing what they can get done. A lot of damage being chucked on their way if they have Asteria Myth at their back.
Ice skates right on the blue rink here, as they just skirt past all these teams that are currently in a fight. And they've done this twice now. Super aggressive rotations that you are so surprised that they work out, but Orange seems to be very good with timing their rotations and when they go for things. And it looks like it's quite cerebral what they are doing, but they're now directly crashing into Omen as well as INS, IND. SGE and Mega all on this southern side. Mega immediately made the rotation down from Church towards the southern side of the circle. Again, it's just a case of like, they see where they want to go and they're going there.
Chowski stays alive again. Beautiful play. It's a miracle that he's managed to get this far. How much further can he go, though? The circle is pushing him to cross this road now. Azuriamid to playing the edge guard. You can see in the picture-in-picture as well. A couple of fights popping off. Synergy E taking on, I believe that's IND on the southwestern side. A lot of nades going back and forth, seeing what they can get done. Poser playing the guard. Chowski did go down in the fray as we tuned into the southwestern side of the circle. Slayer is down right next to the Bucky. See if Survey is going to be able to spot it out. Two teams from the same region. They should have a little bit of a decent read on one another.
There's a scary position for SUG to actually be in. IND pretty much just cleaned out now by SGE. They removed from the game. All four players still up for Synergy E, though. This is really good for them. We're wanting to see some more careful rotations. We know how good they can be in that last circle. They only had one chance to really show us that before on Erangel. They kind of threw it away towards the end. Daljit's the only one alive, as well as Trance here. So it's a difficult rotation for Synergy E coming up against IND or on the top of the hill.
Footballist. I believe they're playing from the eastern side of Pachinki. They will have to make the break across the fields, but they're already up to 7 kills. We said we wanted to see a little bit more from them to try and breach that. Well, they're delivering here so far, but they've got a little bit of a way to go. It's a difficult push. See if they're able to do it. A lot of action currently happening on the southwest. Might give them the time that they need to get across. Nades are flying, smokes are out, and first aid kits getting churned through like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, next circle comes in, and you know why all these teams went for this position so early. It is so strong to hold this hillside, really hard to push you. But because there is so many teams looking to take it, it's become very, very chaotic, very difficult to hold it down. Synergy E have a really good chance to keep going, though. But there's Orange actually popping off. BTR coming into the mix. Do knock out Mega.
Footballist from Pachinki actually took out one of the Biggitron players down all the way on the south side of the circle. Nice couple of shots coming out as they do make that break out to the west. On the northern side, you got Party Team. They are only on 2 kills, but Dave's going to be happy that they're still in with it. 4 players now. The only team with that many remaining is Footballist on the eastern side. They're pushing across, and on the southwest, you still got action as INS get eliminated.
INS now down.
Sorry, IND.
Footballist removes SWAT 69 as well. That's that Micro Uzi. We saw how good this guy can be with Micro Uzi on Vikendi before he almost knocked down the entire team. But Footballist, I think one thing we've got to talk about here, John, is just the deliverance and the dedication from this team. Every time I see them out in the booths, they're always so focused. And you can tell they're coming today knowing that they're going for that number 3 spot.
Fire in the booth as they send it over to the west. Footballists have now got their foothold into the zone. Let's see if they can capitalize on that, as again, the hillside, so treacherous for so many of these teams. IND trying to play spoiler. They've got a lot of strength here with 3 players alive. They can zone away pretty much everyone who tries to step up to them. Yeah, Party Team's still in it. They're sneaking both behind the same tree. They think they have their teammate out a little bit to the wide angle, but again, it's still IND atop the mound.
Yeah, it's all about to crack off right now. Omen Elite, only 1 player remaining. It is Carnage. But if we slice this circle in half, right down the middle, Footballists control the entire eastern edge. And there's a whole 5 other teams all on the western side. So Footballists control a lot of area right now.
Well, they did until they lost 3 of their players. And it just happened in the blink of an eye there. And Solke just goes down. Okay, Footballists eliminated. Damn. They couldn't quite make the push across the fields. Unfortunate to say the least, but a lot of points accrued in the meantime. We're down to 4 teams as INS also take a tumble. IND have the top of the hill, but the Party Team, they move into the center of the circle. Dave's smiling.
Party Gaming feeling really good right now. Northeast shift as well. No one's currently in this, so it's anyone's game. BTR currently have the most members with 9 kills on board as well. They can immediately take this rotation towards the southern side. Like I say, though, Party Gaming still in a good position to take the northern side of this, potentially even get a refill on the loot with the crate. Oh. But in come the nades, over the top, directly in the middle. Hits Kratos for a little bit of damage. Daljit takes just a chink as well.
But other than that, they're going to be all right. Biggitron can start to make this rotation. They don't want to push up because then they're going to be stuck at the top of the hill. And with the zone moving in, they will not be able to make that rotation but it's just so difficult to make that break before IND. Good thing is that IND are on the long side of the circle. They will be pushed out first. Omen Elites. Oh dear, I think that was their last remaining representative. Eliminated, 4th place, still a decent performance.
Yeah, from a pretty awful start as well. Getting 4th place is really good. IND, it's Kratos though, that IGL looking to make it happen, but still 3 players alive. IND's really good in these last circles. We saw that from the South Asia region and the regional finals itself. When they get here, they know how to capitalize. It's just hard so far for them actually getting to this point.
Oh, you got to get out there, Trance, I'm afraid. You cannot take the blue damage for that long. Kratos and Trance both take a tumble, and now it's just Daljeet atop the hill, making this death push, and might be a death sentence indeed as well. Party Gaming still with dominance over the zone for now. Daljeet gets spotted out. The rattle down from the bottom of the hill from BTR as they push on through. Now it's just Luxy remaining up and kicking. We know how devastating he can be, but when there's 3 players bearing down, it cannot be that difficult. He's going to push away, actually gets the heal off, goes for a 1 versus 2 now. 2 players up, sorry. Ryzen still in the mix as well. They have a little bit to do as Monkboy gets finished off. 2 versus 2 for Biggitron and Party Gaming. As they play around the rocks, they're playing around the cover. The breakout for Jihoon as Junshi ticking away. Not too sure they're going to be able to get to that one. Ryzen playing Snake right now as Luxy hits the deck too. They're pushing forwards. The next circle goes over the Party Gaming again. Taz goes down. Biggitron starting to step up. Just Jihoon now. Over on the other side of the circle, right next to the hill. I think they know what's up. Luxy sends the nade over.
That's a big
Could
one.
this be it? Goes for it. Not going to quite reach it. Jihoon doesn't go down just yet. Az takes the fall as well. 1 versus 2.
Luxy now moving onto the tree. The Molotov between him and Jihoon will stop him from moving anywhere, but Jihoon is backed against the circle, and that'll be BTR taking the win.
Huge numbers of kills as well being racked up. Check that out. 14 kills, 34 points. Biggitron